What up, what up, what up? I go by the name of Lynxxx, aka Mr. Change Your Parade. Right now, you're locked into Factory 78. Keep it locked. Boom.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm your girl, Kalisha J, and I am in the factory. And you know what? A whole bunch of ladies are going to be real jealous of me. Because I have the one and only Mr. Lynxxx for the gal in the studio. How you doing, bro?
I'm great. What's good?
I'm really good. Good to see you.
Good to be back. Man. It's been a while, but we here.
It's been a long time. It's been like 100 years. Like what's been going on?
I've been working, man. Trying to set up myself and my businesses in different areas as well, and focus on making new music. Just basically like restructuring things and making sure that the future will be bright. So yeah.
Well, I love that, and I'm not mad at you for that, because I think sometimes you do need to take that time to get all the the eggs in the right baskets, and that is exactly what you are doing. So I'm excited to see you back in London, because it's been a little while. It's been a little while, and I've been watching a lot of developments over the past last 2 years regarding you on social media, and I'm glad that I have you here to ask you about it. Because for me, I like to be real, keep it real, and viewers like to see the real as well. And I know that you have gone through like a major change in the direction of your music. Everything. And it's really good, really good. But what brought it on?
Oh man, this is a difficult question, but I just say it's God, man. He pushed me into my purpose in life, and that just made everything click. You know what I'm saying? It got rid of the unnecessary things, and just made everything positive and clear. You know what I'm saying? So I know when I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing, pretty much. So usually, without direction from God, you're just out here trying to figure it out. But when you're connected to God, he kind of already shows you what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you just literally walk into what is already destined for you. You feel me? So, getting my spiritual life in order, which rearranges everything for me. And I'd have to say, like, the last 2 years of my life have been the best years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really eager to see what the future holds and how things are going to unfold. But, I'm just grateful to be here, man. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I find it really, really exciting, because it's not really often that you see artists do a complete 360, in life. It sometimes takes but as in of their own free will. Yeah. Because, sometimes after like an accident or like a loss of a loved one, people say that they have, as they say, found God, but yours didn't come as a result of any of that, did it?
Yeah, no, it didn't. I think, what happened to me was more important for the people that God wanted to use me to touch rather than just myself. Because that's literally what the life of, true Christianity is about. It's about everybody else. You come last. So it's God first, everybody second, and then you last. So, that's exactly the situation here. And I feel like, when you know who you are, then you actually have power. The reason I say that is because, like, when you don't know who you are, the world is going to tell you who you are, and it's going to be a lie, because the devil is the controller of this world. And so basically, I know who I am. So like literally, I'm very sure of why I'm here and what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's come with sacrifice. Because the funniest thing is, like, this journey of self-discovery started my last time when I was in London. Oh, wow. Because I was in London in 2013 for about 3 months. Okay. And I just wanted my space. I just wanted to be alone and just figure things out. Because then I had the success of Fine Lady. It was really huge. I was out here touring. I actually toured twice that year. Came out here with Obi. We did like 9 different universities. Oh, wow. That was Easter time. Then I came back in summer, did some more shows out here, and then I just decided to just chill and just figure things out, And then it wasn't a spiritual thing. It was just like, okay, so I've been in the game at that point for about 5 years. So I was like, okay, what's the next 5 years going to hold? Because it's not just going to be about recording music, doing shows, making money, spending the money. It was a routine that wasn't something that was fulfilling me as a human being, not just as an artist. So I started searching for the next phase of what to do with, my brand, my music, and then my other businesses and my life. You feel me? And 2 years after that, I had an encounter with the Holy Spirit, and my life changed. So it's an amazing story, and it's deeper than music. I always tell people like music is just my career, but me as a person is my life. You feel me? So music is just a section in my life. You feel me? So it's everything has come full circle, and it's amazing to see someone tell you stuff like, because of you, I'm closer to God. That's amazing. So yeah.
No, that's fantastic. And when you said you know who you are, or rather I know who I am, it brought to mind like the lyrics of that Sinat song. You know that song, like I know who I am, I know who God says I am. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm a praise and worship leader at my church, so yeah, I know the Lord. I know the Lord. So no, but no, I really love the fact that it came of your own free will, and you didn't have to have something horrible happen to have that turnaround.
People always think like you have to wait for a tragedy to find God. Like, I think that's very dangerous, because what if you die in that tragedy? You feel me? Where are you going? Let's be factual. Like, we we like to take things for granted because we think tomorrow is promised, but even the Bible tells you not to boast of tomorrow because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important at this age, man. We all in our 30s. Like, life is real. You can't sit here and be saying, I'm just going to freestyle life because you're getting money, you're getting girls, and you're reigning, you're the happening guy. Like, I don't care about fame. I've been there, done that. You feel me? So the truth is, like, how is Lynxxx impacting your life? Because if I'm not impacting your life, I'm wasting my time. Because I'm not money driven. If I have $1 billion in my account right now, it's not really people are not gonna believe this. It's not gonna really change anything for me, apart from the fact that I have cash to enable me do things on a bigger scale. Yeah. But it's not gonna make me go into the club and buy one full fridge of champagne and buy 20 cars. Like, how many legs do I have to drive car? You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing of the real power of this blessing that God has given us is what you can do to change the life of other people. And it's not always a money-giving thing. It's like, how has your story, how has your life impacted another person to look in the mirror and say, I can do better, I can be better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about. So that is who Lynxxx is right now, and who Lynxxx is supposed to be.
Well, I like that. I like that you are at peace with who you are. But I'm sure that many people that knew you before were probably like, who this? You're like, who he be? Like, who are you? And how has the reaction been from the fans and from people that in the industry? Because obviously, like, if you go through a different change and you're used to maybe like going to the club and turning up with different girls and different guys and just different people, just different things, and you're not doing that anymore, like, how do people react to that?
First things first, I'll tell you this: I don't save money because going to the club now is very simple for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out to ball. I'm going out to listen to music and have fun with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Show love to whoever recognizes me out there and just have a good time. So my intention is always clean. And, I feel like when you key into purpose and you lose people, you lose friends, you lose fans, they were not really friends. They were not really fans. Because they like the idea of what you represented, but they don't like the idea of who you really are. And to me, that's crazy. Like, I don't need that kind of energy around me. So I'd rather have 5,000 loyal fans that walk with everything I do and believe in everything I do, than have 200,000 fans that really are fickle and they can go tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, it's always right to build a real organic fan base for your culture. You know what I'm saying? So I've said, you know what I'm saying, so many times, man. I always do that in interviews. But anyway.
I do know what you're saying, though. I do.
So for me, it's all about, like, the real, not the facade. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not trying to have 1 million followers on Instagram that I'm not leading anywhere. True. Let me have 200,000 followers that are actively going on the journey with me, and we're inspiring each other to be better and grow and elevate in life. That's what this thing is about. Because when it's all said and done, like, I don't think there's anything that I can acquire right now that I haven't acquired in my past. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just, let's make more music. Let's have more successful records that people like, so, we can do more and grow and be able to do more for a larger population of people. And also add to the culture of, the Nigerian scene and the African scene, and take this industry somewhere. Because no matter how relevant or irrelevant an artist is, at some time he was part of the building blocks to where we are today. You know what I'm saying? I see artists who are huge now, and I'm happy for them because I remember their first studio session, maybe in my studio, and they're like, man, bro, I really want to blow. Man, how did you do this? How did you do that? And today you're huge, you're world recognized. And it's like, I like the fact that you're there now. But I was there when you were starting too.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like Factory 78, for instance, now I come here, as the same building, it's the same people, and, you know, you're here now, and I can see the growth.
Yeah.
And this is what it's about, growth. I don't want to come here next time and you're in some dingy place and it's looking like you guys are not progressing. That's the point. So it's all about growth. You know what I'm saying? So that is my own side of the story, growth. And I don't believe that I have to be the on-in-law to say, and I'm the biggest artist. I'm not here to be the biggest artist. I'm just here to play my part. You know what I'm saying? I make a living off what I do and inspire people to also be able to believe in their dreams. So, yeah.
You know what? I just listening to you, it's kind of really weird. You know what? No, you know why it's weird. You know why it's weird? And I'll be completely honest. It's weird because you have maybe like an idea of what someone would potentially be like based on their music, like the lyrical content, or, you know, maybe previous interviews. And then when you're face to face with them and you're able to hear their actual personal account verbatim, you know, like from their own mouth, you know, it really does put a different spin and perspective on things. Now, you know, we know that you are, okay, we know that you're successful. We know that you've done all that, you know, been there, done that and stuff like that. However, has your change of direction, musical direction, impacted your business? Like, in a bad way, in a negative way?
No, it hasn't. Because to be honest with you, like, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my career right now. And I'll tell you why. You see, as an artist here, it's very hard for you. It's very easy for you to get swayed into what is not your portion. You see this guy making this type of music is working for him. You instantly jump into that wave. And you think, because this is what people like now, this is what I should be. But I'll tell you that anybody that has ever done that would be honest with themselves and tell you, this didn't work how I planned for it to work. I'm a victim of that. And so many other artists as well. So if you're an artist, you be honest with yourself and look at your numbers and say what worked and what didn't work. And you realize that it was what wasn't you that didn't work. Because you see, fans are not stupid. No. Especially in 2017, like, if they don't want it, they're not taking it. It's true. You feel me? So at the end of the day, for me, like right now, when I go into a studio, I know my direction. I know what I'm trying to make. I know who my fans really are. And I know what they want to hear to an extent. So I'm not going to be dilly-dallying with a portion that is not mine. I would focus on my strength and play into that. Because most times I think as human beings, we tend to dwell over what we don't have rather than focus on what we have. And I'm not a gospel artist. I'm still Lynxxx. I still make, you know, commercial music. What's the difference? I've taken out the things that I feel like don't really fall in line with who I am as a human being right now, and things that I don't feel like would impact the lives of my listeners. So, for instance, in my video, you're not going to see a girl shaking her bum and all that.
No more bum shaking. Okay.
Nah, none of that. That doesn't mean you're not going to see ladies in my videos. You feel me? You're not going to see some.
Clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in my mind space, I'm in a certain level in my mind that I have matured to a certain level. Therefore, like, I feel like my fans have grown with me. So if I started this career 9 years ago or 8 years ago, we were 8 years younger and we're 8 years older now. So everyone's grown as well. So what they want to see is where I'm at as well. You get what I'm saying? So these are the things that, the dynamics that you actually have to pay attention to in your strategy. Because otherwise, you still be making music for the people that were your age when you started making music. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm focused on, my fans are predominantly women. So really and truly, that's my strength. Of course. One of my most successful records finally is all about women. You know,
people still play that. Exactly. Look, I was at a wedding the other day and people was rocking to that joint. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
You know, and you know, songs like that are evergreen. But if I just focus on making a club record just for now, it might work out for me for the next 6 months, but then it's gone. And I probably won't be able to do it and show in the next 2 years. So I'm more of what I feel in my heart than what I feel is a good way to lamba people and do strategy and you understand. So when you hear music from me now, it's what I feel. I dropped my album like a couple months ago.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Dropped my album a couple months ago, and I guess people, because I'm born again, people expect, like, let me explain something to you. If I was a banker, would I become a born again banker?
No, you just be a banker.
I'm just a banker that is born again in his personal spiritual life. So it's like, because I'm born again, what's the meaning of being born again? Like, it's you've refocused your life on God.
And you're dead to your old self.
Yeah. So you're dedicated to God. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're not going to do things that are not of Him. The end. So how does that not spill into me making music? And because I made a song about falling in love with a woman, it's like, this one has backslid. No. What are you talking about? What are you doing, baby? You're all over the place, baby. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not here to explain myself, bro. If you're expecting something else and you didn't get what you're expecting, then don't buy it. True. It's fine. People that want to buy. I'm not trying to gain the world, man. I'm trying to take my portion and be content with it. So dropped the album and people loved it, but there were still the comments of, oh, I thought he was born again. I'm like, listen, you don't even understand what it means to be born again. So let's leave that. Like, I shall know that I'm walking towards heaven, and that's my personal life. Don't focus on me. Focus on your journey. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this new phase of my life comes with, the cross that you have to carry, because sometimes you're misunderstood, and I've been misunderstood my whole career, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, how he's so arrogant. It's so.
Can I ask you a little bit about that, actually? Because obviously, let's keep it all the way real. I know, I love Nigerian artists. We know we get a lot of them, come through the factory and stuff like that. But a lot of successful ones happen to be, should I say the product or the prodigy? Or actually progeny rather, biology people, of people that are of a certain social class. Yeah. And a lot of people might be like, he's just, you know what I mean? Because he comes from, you know what I mean? Like, exactly, a certain type of background. Like, did you get a lot of backlash for that?
Okay, first of all, because of who my dad is, it's like, oh, this one a rich man Pekin, silver spoon, blah, 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 blah. But I've lived on my own in Nigeria for like, maybe like the last 4 or 5 years. At the same time, I've been independent in my career since I started. First of all, I'm a graphic designer. I own a graphic design company. So that was how I started off in the UK when I was here in school. I made enough money to go back to Nigeria, build a studio with my partner Icon, and then that is where a lot of albums between 2008 and 2012 came out from, right? So we made money off that, and then that's how I started my career. And obviously the grace of God helped me get to where I was going. My dad didn't know I was doing music till my album was ready to drop. Meaning that Change Your Parade had already come out, was doing numbers. Yeah. I was doing hella shows. He didn't even know I was an artist. Okay. And then people come out and I got a Pepsi endorsement, and people come out and say, he's Popsy. My father's not Lebanese. From Delta State. Yeah, okay. What's his correlation with Pepsi? Zero. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they will talk, it's fine. But they can't stop what God has already ordained, B. So I don't let this get in my ear. It goes in here, it comes out. Because I know who I am, B.
What's the craziest thing that you've heard about yourself? Because you know what, I was on your social media and I saw some craziness, but I think it's because of Uncle Banky W. He's just trying to get people married off. People are saying, oh, you're with this one, you're with that one. Who sent you?
Congratulations, though. But like, I don't know how people see this life that we're living as artists, but like Banky was the target before. As soon as Banky got engaged, everybody like, Lynxxx, you're next. I'm like, you know what? If that's what it's going to be that. Because I'm actually ready for marriage, B. So I'm not running away from it. At the right time, I go marry, begin a bond. Small Lynxxx is running up and down the place. So I'm ready for it. But it hasn't come yet. So let's wait till it comes. Then when it comes, I will do banking and tell you people. You understand? So that whole thing is like, I have women in my like, listen.
I can just imagine it crazy.
Zero exaggeration, like 40 to 50 DMs daily.
It goes down in the DMs, you know that though.
For real, it's going down. And there's just so many like someone can just say, oh my God, you're so this, you're so that. Please reply me. And I don't see that message for maybe a week because they're piling up, and I'm here doing interviews, I'm working, I'm busy. I don't have time for Instagram like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe I see your message 2 weeks later after going through like 100 and something messages. And by the time I see that message, you've cursed me out because I haven't replied. You understand? You're so arrogant. The least you can do is reply. I'm like, cool down. I only got 10 fingers, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a struggle because everyone wants to be pleased, but you can't please everyone, man. You know? So, and I'm not really a fan of this DMP because you know, maybe I'm just responding in a very nice way. You can screenshot that thing and make it something it's not. And so I'm not into, you know, my social media is open and I post stuff. When I post things about like spirituality and stuff, I respond to comments and questions as much as I can. You can't really do much with that. But when you're telling me you like me, I'm not really trying to converse with that because how do you know I don't have something going on in my life?
That's true. That is very true.
You know, it's not everything that's for the gram. You know, so I appreciate the love, don't get me wrong. But I'm just trying to say, like, your expectations should not be your expectations because there's reality also going on in my life. Take Lynxxx aside, I'm, you know, a human being that has personal life too. You know, so, you know, I just pray people just more understanding, man.
No, I'm sure they will be. And you know what? You've cleared quite a lot of things up today.
Right.
You have, and I'm thankful for that, and I'm sure the fans are even more, you know, thankful for that as well. So I remember you mentioning all, you know, young artists that you've seen grow up in the industry, and you know that you have seen them progress to world recognition. Yeah. You know, so what is your relationship with our little uncle, you know, / brother, Wiz kid, yes, brother Wiz.
Wiz is still fam, man. Like, you know, I worked with Wiz on my first album in 2010, and you know, I don't even think he had Holla at Your Boy out there. Oh no. But you know, I had met Wiz through Banky. Okay. And I had heard Holla at Your Boy before it came out, and I was like, man, this guy's talented. So I hit up Banky and Osage, that's then his manager. I was like, look, I want to get Wiz on my album. Came to the studio, we did Good Loving, and you know, after that, years later, we got together, made Fine Lady as well, and we've been on feature tracks together. And when I see Wiz every time in, you know, in Niger or wherever we are in the world, it's all love because that's still fam, you know. But you see, as artists, we're all busy, and I've never been an artist that you know is mingling and hanging in studios and stuff like that, because aside from music, I still have a lot of other things I'm setting up, and I have set up that I need to, you know, micromanage. So, you know, it's one of those things like whenever we see each other out there, it's love all day. And to be honest with you, like Wiz is somebody that God has given this thing to. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not a debate, it's not an argument. He's blessed to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And when you're blessed with a gift, it's effortless for you. You don't have to think twice, and grace just follows you. And you can see, like, to be honest with you, as an artist, I don't think Wiz has ever paid for a feature.
That's fantastic.
Whether a Drake or a Chris Brown, I would confidently tell you, I don't think so.
Wow. Yeah.
Because the talent is like, the grace is there, you can see it.
Of course.
You know? So shout out to Wiz, because Wiz has really taken this Afrobeats thing to the world in a way that, like, I always tell people, you see, I'm a businessman more than an artist, because I had to understand the business before I could be an artist. And the truth of the matter is, I hear very dumb arguments like, oh, you know, we just did small on Drake's song, so what's the big force? I'm like, do you know what writing credits is?
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. A single that was #1 on like how many countries iTunes for like Billboard self, #1. Do you know what royalties are? till Baba come up for this earth, one dance, you go just they collect.
Yeah,
You know, so at the end of the day, when somebody is really in the business or the music business and you're just looking at it from a music angle, you can't see anything. You're just hearing the music, but you don't know what goes into the back end of that and what the bank is seeing. So, like, I give Wiz the credit because Wiz really doesn't even say anything till it comes out. You just be online one day, just see Wiz and Michael Jackson. And I'm like, this boy, they worry you. So shout out to Wiz, man. I really respect his craft, you know, as a young man, seeing where he's come from, the vision, the fact that he's been dedicated to this thing for the past like 7 years. It's amazing, man, because trust me, like, in this music industry, it's easy to have a hot single and be gone by December, man.
Sure.
You know, it's very, very easy. So that consistency is key. And to see how far he's come, man, it's amazing. And shout out to a lot of other new cats, man. Like Mr. Easy, for instance, like the way I met him 2015, January.
Yeah.
And it was I was shooting, Obi and I actually were doing a show for some TV station in Nigeria. And I met Easy there. And then he was just trying to plug his music and that. And then we stayed in touch and blah, blah, blah. When I was recording my second album, we made a record called Temperature on my album last year, January. That's 2016, January. Nigerians hadn't embraced him then either. Wow. And, you know, we're in the studio and we're vibing and we're talking about, you know, the vision of the music. And I could see that this guy's strategy is different because he has a personal relationship with his fans. And that goes the longest way over time. Look at where we are today. Look at what he's doing today. Because forget a 5-year career. Look at what a young 1-year career has achieved for him. You get what I'm saying? Doing shows in the States, arenas and that, it's big. And this is, if you really wish well for somebody else, you will be proud and happy to see how far they've gone with the vision that they talked about from the beginning. You know, so I give people like that credit because it's all adding up for the greater good of Nigerian and African music. So shout out to the likes of everyone doing it big, man. I just can't wait to see where this goes, man. For real, for real.
How can people find out more about you and follow you on social media, please?
Wait, before you follow me, go and buy my album, man. iTunes, Spotify, MTN Music Plus, everywhere on internet. It is there. It's called The Album Before the Album, Lynxxx. Get the album, stream it, download it, whatever. And I think where my actual presence is really concentrated on is my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram is its_Lynxxx, LYNXXX. And then you can also follow me on Twitter. I'm always there, you know, taking shots at Arsenal fans. So, you know, follow me on Twitter is at CHUKIE_Lynxxx. Yeah, man. And then my website, manlikelynxx.com. Manlikelynxx.com.